Virginia Gene. SOS call, over. This is the Virginia Gene with an SOS call, over. This is the Virginia Gene with an SOS call, over.
Robert Redford on a boat.
Yep. That's pretty much what you're getting.
Yeah, you look at that poster, what you see is what you get.
Yeah. The only problem I have with that poster, though, is I think the title is okay, All Is Lost, but a better title probably would have been Help!
Oh, shit! Yeah, people, this is the opposite of the survival films that we've been seeing lately, namely Gravity.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's a great companion piece with Gravity. Yeah.
It really is. You see Gravity, you see all of the special effects, you see the cast, you see the story that's there. Gravity is sort of simple in its own way, but it's very intricate in its production.
Oh, very much so. And it also deals with something that a lot of us necessarily will probably never, ever deal with, where this, on the other hand, this shit could happen.
Oh, yeah. Put me in a boat, I'll fuck that up in a minute.
Yeah.
I believe this right here.
I get fucked up on an inner tube inside a swimming pool. I had the same experience as Robert Redford in a fucking pool.
That did happen to me. I went tubing over in New Braunfels.
Yeah.
I got drunk and woke up. My ass was in the middle of the fucking Rio Grande. I was like, how the fuck I get here?
You landed on a rock.
Yeah, I'm on dry land.
Oh, no, where am I?
Actually, that's not true. I could live Gravity. I could be the only one to be in an inner tube and wake up after being drunk on the moon. Huh?
You float in space all of a sudden. Like, what the shit?
How'd I get here?
Those are some great drugs, Corey. We need to talk after this.
But yeah, this is it. Now, when we say survival film, this is Robert Redford on a boat, lost at sea. What the story here is that now keep in mind that I missed the beginning of it, but you told me what happened.
Right.
Like, I think he was out at sea. There was a cargo ship that went by. It hit the hull.
Yeah, well, actually, no. His boat ended up running into these. There were cargo.
Pants?
No, God damn it. These cargo crates that were out. They fell off. They fell off a freighter. They never really. You don't see the freighter, but you these shipping. Jesus Christ,
diddly bobs.
Can we do this again?
I like the way he starts scat singing. These crates.
I'm just gonna stop right now.
No, you talk about. Let me help you out. Cargo crates.
Yes, the cargo crates. Yeah, his ship, his boat. Now he's on a ship. You know what? Maybe we should do this tomorrow. I'm confused as fuck right now. Yeah, I think I took your drugs that were fucking hanging out.
All
here.
is lost with your speech right now.
I am lost. I am about as lost as fucking Robert Redford is right now. My sea of words. Yes. God damn.
I got what you're saying. Like, he's out there, he's asleep.
Yeah.
His ship hits one of these cargo crates, and he wakes up, and there's a big hole in his hull.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
that's right.
Being out there in the middle of nowhere, there's no one to help him. Yeah. I mean, he has a radio that he's trying to call out to someone, but he's getting all static, and of course, cell phone service ain't working.
Right, and at the time, he still is dealing with this hole, so it's too much to deal with, and not realizing that his boat keeps going adrift, further and further.
That's true. He keeps going further and further out, and no one can see him. And now, when we say survival film, we usually think of anywhere from like maybe a horror thriller to something that's a big special effects thing like we have with
Gravity.
I've seen some movies that are like that recently that do border on horror. You remember Frozen?
Oh yeah.
Or what was that other one, man? Where what's it called? The one where the people were out in the middle of the ocean. That sharks start coming out and whatnot.
Jaws 2?
Yeah, that one.
Open water.
Open water, yeah. But this one is not so much on the thrill side and not so much on any of that other stuff.
It's not Castaway.
No.
Not, they're not doing that at all.
Even though it has more in common with Castaway because this board is more on drama.
Yeah.
This is somebody's, it's just one man's struggle. And yeah, you do, and see, it's gradual, man, because it's not one of those things. Listen, you got the whole thing of the boat sinking. You got sharks that show up. You know, you got him being out in the middle of the water I mean, by the end of it, he's like sitting on a piece of wood, you know what I mean? But I mean, you got all that in there, but the whole thing is not the thrills. It's just seeing how much can this man just take? Cause every time it seems like he's doing something resourceful to get himself out there, he gets 1 foot forward just to have to take 3 steps back.
Oh yeah. And that's kind of the fun of watching. I mean, this is pretty much a performance piece if you're ever going to see one.
Yeah.
I mean, the funny thing is, you brought up all these movies, even Life of Pi, that was like a big spectacle unto itself, dealing with the same type of premise here. But no, I mean, this is Robert Redford acting his ass off. Cause the thing is, there's no dialogue in this movie at all. I mean, besides one word, like the best use of a word you can possibly ever imagine.
I know.
In a situation
if
like
you're going to use, we're not going to say what it is.
No.
Hey, no spoilers, but if you're going to use that word, this is the time to use it.
Yeah.
Use it loud.
I know. And it's effective because we've been going through this guy's hardship dealing with this situation, just, hoping that he's done the right thing only to wake up and go, oh no. But that's the fun of it. Just, and you're right. Just the tension, seeing this guy go through his trial and error of trying to get out of the situation, where, you really do feel like you're on this boat with him. And I have to give credit to the director for really putting you in the situation.
Yeah, you do, man. You do. And it's fun that you should mention the director here, because the director is J.C. Chandor. Mm-hmm. And talk about opposites. This is the complete opposite of the movie that he made previously, Margin Call.
I never saw that.
Well, that was a movie. It was a big corporate drama, had a huge cast, an intricate storyline.
I take that back. I did see this.
I'm about to say, it's the one with Stanley Tucci, Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, there you go.
Mean, you can go on, Paul Bettany, Jeremy Irons, Zachary Quinto. It was all those people in that movie. It was a huge cast. Mm-hmm. And like I said, just a very intricate storyline. Mm-hmm. And this right here, this is about as simple as you can get, but sometimes simple is more effective. I mean, and the reason why is because not giving any dialogue to Robert Redford in this movie, except for, I think there's one part where he's on a radio trying to call for help. Mm-hmm. And then we get that one word right there. Mm-hmm. And I think and I'm glad I did miss the beginning, because he's narrating. I think he narrates, just about a few lines at the beginning, mm-hmm. where you don't really see him. But me not having seen that narration, it made him seem like a real person to me, because you got to realize, people, that, when we say no dialogue, you were really watching him just try to fix his boat and try to survive. I mean, there's no talking at all. There's no moments where he talks to himself. Mm-hmm. There's no moments where he has a flashback.
All right.
There's no moments where he's hallucinating and his friend or his wife is there. Or there's no moment where he's talking to a fucking volleyball.
He has no Wilson.
No, he got no. He's not like he's not taking a frying pan and putting some seaweed on it and talking to it and putting some lipstick and trying to fuck it or anything like that.
And that's what kind of grounds it. It's funny that we saw this before we saw Gravity. So some of our minor complaints about Gravity, just the dialogue that they use, where it's just they feel like they need to have this character say something. After when we watched this, it really felt like that was kind of unnecessary.
Maybe that's why I felt the way I did about Gravity, because I saw it being so effective here that they didn't use any of those cliches of somebody being stranded alone. They didn't fit, and see, that's what I talk about, having confidence in your script and having confidence in your performance. They didn't have to talk down to the audience by saying no audience is going to get it if he's not ever talking to anybody here. We got to give him something to talk to.
Yeah, and this movie, proved that you could easily do that. But then again, it is Robert Redford. Not to say that Sandra Bullock isn't Robert Redford just yet, but I mean, hey, Robert Redford, he's who he is for a reason. I mean,
that's a bad motherfucker.
That motherfucker can act his ass off, even in water.
I'm about to say, you give him number water.
Yeah,
he's like, I don't need no co-star. All I need is water.
Yeah, that's all I need.
Give me that, and I can do. I'll do the best fucking job you ever seen. And you know what, man? And I like that, because it really did make it seem real. I'm kind of making a joke, but when I saw him, I said, this is how my daddy would be acting if he was trapped on a boat that was sinking. Because he just looked frustrated the whole time. Like, he never panicked, never screamed the whole time. He was like, God, shit. I was kind of looking at on his face.
Why do I feel like this would have been like a 50-page script of just, God damn it, motherfucker, what the shit? What the fuck? God damn it. Come on, what the, get me the fuck out of here. Corey.
I'm not even on the boat. He's like, Corey, God damn it.
Shit, Corey. I said, but it's that boy's fault. I know it.
He done it again.
He done it again. I told that motherfucker to pack some sandwiches in this boat. Can't even do that right.
Yeah, man. the complaints that I have are not really. Yeah, the complaints that I have are not really complaints. They're more of a warning to some people. I mean, and I will tell you, me not knowing what this is about, because I went in cold. So going in, I sat down and I watched Robert Redford, and I said, okay, where's everybody else at? When is, I don't know, Bruce Willis gonna come in? Or something. I thought, when's Samuel Jackson gonna come, floating by or something? But no, it was just him. And at first I was a little bored, and I said, all right, now something's gonna have to happen. God damn it, this art shit again. But as I saw this guy struggle, and it really is a human. I don't even know if survival, it's a survival movie is appropriate. It's a human struggle movie. It's a movie about how long can you be hopeful? How long can you can you persevere and fail, and actually try to come back up from that? And
it's both. I would consider it both. I mean, and you're right. Just seeing this guy, how much you really can do until, ultimately you just feel like you just like say, fuck it. You come to peace with your situation and just go, all right, this is the card I'm dealt, so I'm just going to play it and, fuck. But no, I mean, I was just like you. I came in very cold. I had no idea. I think I got wind of it just the day of the screening, but when I saw it, I was a little worried. I was like, oh, okay, this could be really bad, because I saw a Robert Redford movie not that long ago that just bored the living shit out of me, that he wrote and directed, I believe. And I was like, oh no, not one of ththese artsy type things where just nothing is going to happen, because I'm like, wow, I've already seen this movie. I've seen this movie a lot recently, but what really just like floored me was what they did with it, and I have to give the writer and the director credit for still making this concept just feel very new and very real to me,
Yeah, that was, what can I say, man? I mean, the only thing I can warn people about is that when you go in, be told, be said, no dialogue.
Yep.
Kind of a slow film. I mean, even when the sharks show up, it's nothing where Robert Redford's like, oh fuck, shit, No, it's like this. It's very gradual, man. So
there ain't no Marvel characters running in.
Thor ain't gonna show up.
Captain America ain't gonna show up with his shield.
Exactly.
Like, hey, jump on this, buddy. This floats.
I mean, the movie should be called "You're Fucked," and that's it. And so with that in mind, if that's gonna bother you, this is not for you. This is not your movie. All right, so. But for me, I was highly impressed with this, and I'm going to give it a full price, man.
I'm right there with you. I loved the shit out of this movie.
I really do.
I really just admired it for what it was, how simple it was.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, sometimes simpler is better. You got an actor like Robert Redford, unlike his last movie, he really did impress the hell out of me. I was like, wow, okay, well, maybe I should reserve what I thought about him in the last movie he did, because this really did blow me away. So yeah, definitely a full price. But you know what? I still am waiting for somebody to make a movie where you get lost in the parking lot constantly, or I don't know if you've ever been in that situation where you park your car, you go into a store, you walk out, and you're like, oh fuck, the fuck is that? I parked it right here. Where's it? You're looking at the moon and the stars. You're like trying to figure shit out.
It's like nighttime. The parking lot is empty. You're just on your knees, look up in that sky. Fuck! I actually done that.